Alright, YouTubers, we got a little update on this. We got the hot racing diff case and tower, the hub, steering blocks. I have to use these plastic hubs now because they didn't come in, but got the RPM arms. This is the RC 4-wheel drive. It's I forget what the name of this is. Something hard or something rock hard. It's a aluminum drive shaft. The rear with the telescoping hot racing, and the pumpkin is it's all sealed up, and then it has a bunch of little screws like that. So yeah, it's butter smooth. I mean, it was so tight in there to fit the carrier that I had to Dremel the paint out because the paint was just enough to make it so it won't seat in there. The bearing part fit good, but there's little carriers that lock down. Then you actually screw down the pinion in there. So yeah, this is beast because here's the hot racing, and it's the front and back diff cover. Now let's see if you can see that. That pinion gear back there is huge, and it's a spiral cut, so there's no play on this. The tolerance was so precise on this hot racing, it was just crazy. So then what happens is these RPM arms, these two screws go all the way through here, through this metal, and then through the arms, and then through this metal, and then get bolted on. And then it has a little carbon fiber little piece like that that sits on top, cover it up. And then, so you got to figure this was all plastic that they wanted this bolted to. The arms are good. There's certain things that were like ridiculous, like the tranny. This is going to be a big difference. The gears in there are all hot racing, and then this is going to mount on top and go down through and mount to that anyhow. So it should be pretty rock solid. Here's the channel stiffeners. Here's the lower links. It's like a ladder design. And yeah, she's all good. So the tranny, the shocks with the fake little piggyback, they work really good. It's a double spring action, 4mm shock shafts. So certain things are built really good, and certain things aren't. Like this rear. The rear would have been. Where's that big sucker? Alright. See, the rear was this big hunk of plastic. So, what it is when you set that input cup, it goes 3 bearings. They actually want 1 bearing, then this plastic spacer, and then another bearing. Now, why people would do that is beyond me, because that plastic spacer is just going to heat up, melt, and then make play. So I just made it 3 bearings. So you don't have no problem. So actually I have a whole set of fast steady bearings. So I used the 2 sealed, and then I put the 1 normal cheapy one in the middle of the 2 sealed ones. So that would be on this front diff. Same thing here, the front and then the back. So that little spacer is like, I don't know why they would do that. So so you got to figure this plastic with these input shafts, and then on here gets another bearing and then locks onto this carrier. So that's onto plastic out here. So that's why if you just do the upgrades, it's going to be worth it, because you got to figure this was $4.29. Tower Hobbies, not Tower Hobbies, I'm sorry, Amazon. Tower Hobbies is $4.99, but $4.29, and it gives you tires and a body. Alright, and it's basically like a 7 scale, 6 scale, 7 scale. Now, a 10 scale Techno 410 without tires, without a body, is $4.99. So, you know, that's why. I mean, Techno even has some issues where you have to upgrade a couple things too. Anyhow, so you know, if you're gonna get this thing, you're gonna it's gonna end up being like $1,000 to get it decent. You know, if not more. It's a heavy truck. You know. I don't know why they would come out with this. Actually, they shouldn't even come out with something like this. But if you're gonna get these kits, you're gonna have to know that you gotta upgrade it. You know, I mean, yeah, it's a big chunk of plastic, but they're not taking consideration the heat. So even like the arm is a decent arm. It's like a ladder design. That arm kind of looks better than RPM, but it's a different plastic. So, but alright, that's all I was doing. I was gonna do that, but the tolerance in here is so tight that I had to Dremel these arms out a little bit to get them to clearance, because even on this, it was, see, these would have fit a little bit better, but the RPM, you had to Dremel a little bit, but other than that, it's coming along. So we got that. So we got the front end going on, and then this is gonna be all aluminum. That's gonna bolt down to that, right? And then somehow it's gonna get a link to tie these in, and then that big metal plate is gonna come in here and tie this all in. So it should be a tank. And then this is all metal. See, that's another thing. This comes with a plastic drive shaft. So, you know that's going to snap. So, yeah. I mean, this Vanquish doesn't even make these no more. Vanquish was the ones that made this. I think it was Vanquish. But then they put the heavy duty gear set. And, I guess they changed the mold, so then they stopped making it. So that's why I had to get this one. This one was from, I forget the name of it, but it's the only one out there for this. But the tolerance on this is so precise. Actually, it was a little bit too much. That paint was binding a little bit. So alright, that's it. I'll give you a next update when we get a little bit further, but you know, the next main thing that needs addressing is this servo, the steering, and the motor mount. The motor mount, and then this transmission. See, it's just a big difference. this transmission has all these gears in there, and Barber Basher and a couple other people, right here, it would heat up so much and burn right through. Because it's just plastic, you know? So hopefully it works out. I mean, it better. I'm hoping it does. So, the shocks feel really good. They feel really good. So, alright, we'll give you an update and see what's up. Alright, YouTubers, I'm out.